All right, and we are live. What is going on? And happy Turtle Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Turtle Tuesday.
I am Jason Sohail, and I am joined by news correspondent Mike over here, and this is the Turtle Recall news portion of the
Wiggity,
podcast.
wiggity, wiggity, woo.
Woohoo! That is right. We got some fun stuff coming at you this week because we know that you guys want to keep hearing more about AutoT because that's everyone's favorite news thing of the week, and also
This is the third AutoT
this is
in,
the
in
first
a.
third auto. I mean, I'll be honest, it's a very slow week, and I was like, oh hey, there's more AutoT drama going on, and people just love to eat that drama. But this week in the full audio podcast, which will be out this Thursday, it will be our first Anna Liss podcast because she is on maternity leave, and I will be joined by Christian from The Talk, and we are going to be looking at the episode A Real Snow Job. And if you thought you heard this, I was going to post it last week. I was, but then delays happened, and so it worked out better if I just waited a week.
Don't you love it when stuff works out like that?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. I do like it when stuff works like that. So what did you release this week on your podcast, Mike?
So, in this week's episode, we discussed episodes 4, 5, and 6 of the 80s of season 5 of 87. So that was Donatello's Bad Day.
Uh huh.
Uh, Michelangelo meets
Mondo
God,
Gecko.
I forgot Mondo Gecko,
Mondo Gecko. How can you
and
forget that one? That was a good
I
one.
so ironically, like, it was okay. So Donatello's Bad Day, Michelangelo meets Mondo Gecko, and I'm definitely not stalling. Enter Mutagen Man.
Okay, so there you go. Like you got two toy centric episodes because season 5 is when they really start pushing those Playmate toys. Like season
I
5 and 6
noticed
is
that.
it season 5 and 6 is really when Playmates kind of came in and be like, hey, we need to sell these guys. We can only make so many turtles a year, and no one's buying these random people that we made up, and so that's season 5 and 6 in a nutshell.
I mean, which is kind of a bummer because Hokum Hair was in this season, and we still don't have a Hokum Hair action figure. So
technically, Hokum Hair was in season 4. Don't believe everything that you read on Turtlepedia.
well, you know what? It's a trusted news source. Don't. But yeah, But yeah, this is it's a rough week.
I
As far
understand.
as yeah, you can hear our just absolute joy. I think it comes across in the episode.
Of course, I can't wait to hear that. Well, let's go ahead and get started on this week's news. The first thing I want to bring up, because it's been popping up each month, and each month I pretty much say the same thing. If they sold these, I would buy them in a heartbeat. And this week's Xbox that you can win from the official Ninja Turtle Twitter account is one that looks like the Turtle Van. And I mean, I don't know. I wasn't too impressed with the single arcade one last month, but this one, I'm really digging this one.
This is definitely the coolest of all of the ones that they've revealed so far.
Yeah, so uh, I will say the weird thing I thought was the back is the exhaust fan, and the back is also where you put in the discs. And I'd never seen where the exhaust fan and the disc slot were in the same. I'd never seen where the exhaust fan and the disc slot were in the same area. But I don't design consoles for a living. And then you can rest an Xbox controller on the spoiler of the Turtle Van, and then off to the side, that's where you have all your ports and everything. And so they kind of sneaky put the like your controller port and your, well, I should say charging, their USB charging port, and also like the Ethernet and the HDMI, they're all on the same side. So it's not like the normal Xbox where like you have stuff on the back and then you have stuff on the front of the console.
Hmm.
But it's a really neat looking console, and personally, I kind of want to see what's inside. I want to know if inside is just a regular Xbox and they just kind of like wired it up so they put everything like this, or if it's like they just made a custom Xbox.
It's in it. Like I said, it's just wild how this is like the what is it, like this is like the fourth
Yeah,
custom Xbox.
right.
And we knew they were doing four of them because like that's been advertised in in like the cap, or not the caption, but like the contest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the contest,
They're like,
it was like,
win an Xbox every
yeah,
month.
right.
But this is just far and away the best one. I think this is the last one.
I believe this is the last one too, because this is definitely
But
like
it's
but this one is
yeah,
just
and it's
so
like
wild and like,
this is the one I want to win more than anything.
yeah. I mean, this is the one I really want to win. I mean, this is like one, like, I mean, if they post it on sale, I would buy this in a heartbeat. Like it is like, I know I keep saying, oh, it's so unfair that we have like these custom Xboxes that that only one person's gonna have, but this one's like, I really want this one.
Yeah,
Like,
like no offense to anybody, but I want to be the one that wins this. I
uh,
don't want you to win it.
you know what? I am crossing fingers for you that you win. It's like, if I don't win this, I hope you get this. Like, you know,
And if you win it, you're giving it to me.
you know,
You heard it here, everybody.
yeah, yeah. Because once I win it, like, you know, we're gonna exchange this for Mike's Galactus that he just got recently. I think it's a fair trade.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. You got until the end of next, or I think next Tuesday, I believe. I already forgot what the date was. To enter, but yeah, it started today, so be sure to enter in. Just wish the hashtag like turtle sweepstakes. And good luck to everybody, you know, and
Especially me.
especially Mike. And like I said, I wanted to go to a turtle fan and not to a reseller. If I see this on eBay, I will like I will report that eBay seller to the police. Like, there's no reason this should ever be on eBay unless if it's like 20 years down the line or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, uh, the next thing I do want to talk about, this is going to be occurring on October 20th, and we are getting a investor call for for Nickelodeon, with the president of Nickelodeon Animation and the Paramount Animation, and they're going to be talking about some franchises, including Ninja Turtles, also SpongeBob, and my son's favorite, Paw Patrol. Oh, and let's not forget Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah. So if you've been on Ninja Turtle Twitter, there's been a rumor going around for the past week or so. Um, but this kind of got lumped in by the same person posting that rumor.
Uh-huh.
That there's going to be this investor call this week. What was it called again? It's called
Bleeding Orange: The Life and Times of Nickelodeon Animation.
yeah, and so they're going to be talking about like the new Avatar show, and specifically Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which we know Mutant Mayhem is coming.
Right.
There might be confirmation that Mutant Mayhem will probably be more than just a movie.
Well, okay,
My
so a lot of people's like put like, you know, posting this rumor, which I'm gonna say this. I think a lot of people are getting this rumor a little mixed up with stuff, because because like, there's the rumor like there's going to be a TV show that's going to be based off Mutant Mayhem, and I don't think. I think what people are because they have announced that there's going to be a series of direct to streaming movies. I don't think we're going to get a TV show, and I think what people are looking at, like uh, whatever like the news thing. I think people are mistaking the the series of movies as an actual TV series.
Well,
That
I think there was news that there was going to be a show too
n-
tied into one of these. Um, there's some information coming out of I think some stuff was shown very recently,
uh-huh.
um, where people were able to talk about like what the animation looked like and stuff like that.
Right.
Because we're hearing now that it's going to be animated very similarly to Mitchell's versus the Machines on
Uh-huh.
Netflix, and Spider Verse keeps getting thrown around a lot.
Right, because
Um,
it's the same team.
yeah,
Yeah.
and well, it's not. Yeah, it's not Sony Animation,
It's
but
not saying Sony Animation, but it's the people behind. Like because
yeah,
the the co-writer of Spider-Man, the Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and also the writer for Mitchell versus Machine, who's the same person, is going to be the director of Mutant Mayhem. And I'm blanking on his name right now. It's like Ryan something. Um, and so like, and he's also bringing some of the people with him that did those two movies with him because, but this is going to be his actual first movie as a director for
yeah,
it. Yeah. Uh,
and so there's a lot of hype for this.
right.
I'm excited. Like if this leads off to a new show, that'd be cool.
It would be
So
cool,
this
but
investor call, yeah,
it would be cool. I mean, I'm not saying uh, I would be cool, but I'm saying I don't think it's going to be a new show. And the reason why, because it would be insane if like if Nickelodeon and Paramount try to be like, oh, let's do the movie, and then let's do a show based off the movie, and then let's do these direct streaming movies. And the only confirmation we got is just the direct to streaming movies. Because and like that's why I'm thinking, because like, and they said they put in that last uh whatever the investment thing call was, they said it was a series of direct to streaming movies, like, so it's going to be more than one, but it's supposed to be based off the
yeah.
villains. That and what I think, but a lot of people are mistaking that word series as a TV show.
Again, like that could be it. There might be more
And there might be
information
more.
that like
Yeah,
that had come out. But again, going back to what we were talking
yeah,
about, so this investor call is supposed to happen on the 20th.
right,
It's not a public investor call, so it's not something that like you can just click on and
right,
watch.
yeah,
Um, so hopefully we'll be able to find somebody who can give us the information as it's talked about in there.
right, right,
Um,
right. I'm pretty
this
sure. I'm
this
pretty sure
happened
we'll find someone to do that.
this happened earlier this year when that
Yeah,
concept art got leaked, and then some of the other Ninja Turtle podcasters and sites started posting a picture, and
right.
then like it started immediately getting like pulled down.
Right. Exactly. I remember when Anna and I, we talked about that. I mean, well, we didn't show the picture because we're like, oh, we're
Yeah,
not supposed to.
I think you and I talked about it too, and I was
Yeah,
like, we're not running it on Power Hour, so
yeah. Because
uh
like, because I was saying, I was like, we're not supposed, we weren't supposed to see this, and like,
yeah.
and then like, and then
Uh
like everyone else was getting like, whatever, like content removed and that kind of stuff. And
yeah, like it wasn't copyright strikes, but they were
yeah,
getting like the pictures taken off of
right,
their socials. So we were like, we're just not gonna run it. We'll
right.
talk about it, but we won't run it.
Yeah.
Um
Even when we talked about it, we didn't even describe what was in there or anything like that. Like, we were just
yeah.
kind of like, oh yeah, there's art. That's all. And basically, that's all we said.
And
Like,
so
it's not
so like we
finalized.
said, like like this isn't gonna be a public call, but
Yeah.
hopefully some more information comes out that we can talk about.
Yeah. I'm hoping more information will come out that we can talk about. That would be really good. I mean, if it ends up being like everything's confidential, even if it gets spread around, and if it is confidential, we're probably not going to report on it, only because I mean, Mike and I, we have like for us to keep doing what we're doing, we can't go leaking out secrets, like.
We have journalistic standards.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I know you have like those other like sites and social media that's like over there hungry just to throw that stuff out there. But we're careful about this stuff, and you know, I don't want to be one of those other places that keep promising an R-rated Netflix Ninja Turtle TV show that keeps being passed around, I swear, every 2 years.
What are you talking about? Kevin Eastman said it was happening on
Oh, I forgot. He
Netflix.
did. He 100% said it. It's happening. And why was I why was I doubting this? So let me go ahead and put. So yeah, when we find out about it and whatever we can share, we definitely will share. But this is exciting. And I'm curious what it is. And I mean, me personally, I hope I'm wrong. And we actually, and like, you know what? I'm not only I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping like we actually get like something that's going to actually air on Nickelodeon. Because if you guys don't know how these Paramount Plus stuff works, is like it goes on Paramount Plus, and then like they act like it's like, oh, it's exclusive to Paramount Plus, but it's like really like it stays on Paramount Plus for like 3 or 4 months, and then it starts airing on like
Mm.
Nickelodeon, CBS, whatever, what other channels Viacom owns. Uh, I mean, I just saw just recently like that live action Fairly Odd Parents show is like now airing on Teen Nick now. So like nothing stays on Paramount Plus. So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna hold out, I don't, like you can still hold out. You're just gonna have to at least get cable to watch it.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh,
So
and
yeah,
then
not a ton of news on that front.
yeah. Not a ton of news and that stuff, but like the last thing I do want to talk about is something that just keeps coming up like a cockroach, and that is AutoT. Um, because we
The
actually
third week in a row.
third week in a row. I know third week in a row AutoT, and so basically, what's been happening is people have started seeing the packages for the AutoT program. If you remember, I
So
know I mentioned it last week.
they're not packages.
Yes,
They're like literally like laminated cards.
yeah. So that was the thing
Uh
because like everywhere that was reported, they said that it was going to be like boxes, and so I was expecting
well,
like an empty
we were told
box.
we were told they were going to be kiosks. And so everyone imagined like a little ATM
Uh-huh.
that you
Well,
would go on there and you'd buy.
there are
uh
kiosks. There are like
well,
physical
nobody's
kiosks.
seen them yet. Nobody's posted any pictures of the kiosks yet.
So they're only in 15 Walmarts at this current moment.
So that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
but
select Walmarts,
it,
but
it's
nobody's seen
it's
these kiosks yet.
no one has seen these kiosks, but like they're supposed to be like being set up. But these aren't the kiosks. These are the quote unquote boxes that you can go uh, buy from Walmart to get the code on your receipt. It like because
Yeah, like you're activating it like a gift card.
yeah, these are basically like gift cards. These are basically like I mean, I don't know. I hate to say this, but this might be the future uh for collectibles um because like just imagine like how many like Walmarts and Targets now have video cameras in the toy section now because people are stealing the figures, especially like the Hasbro Build a Figures, and now especially with the closed boxes and everything, it's even getting worse.
Yeah, like it's just it's wild and it sucks.
Yeah,
We've
it's
talked about it a lot how much it sucks.
yeah.
Um I don't want this to be the future of collecting. I know a lot of people also don't, and
No, a lot of people don't. Well, I know a
they
lot of
let
people.
NECA know at the last couple Comic Cons,
Yeah,
or
yeah. At
at
New
New
York
York
Comic
Comic
Con,
Con.
they got a lot of people complaining. They had like a lot of
So
people concern over there.
it's not really up to the people at NECA themselves.
Yeah,
So bugging Randy about it's not really going to get you anything.
right.
Because again, it's not up
Well, to the top of NECA, and like Randy is not the top. I mean, as much as like people think he is, like his like his like what the social media um what exactly is his title?
He is I think he's like the content director or
Yeah.
something,
Oh,
like
yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
like
Yes. Yes.
director of production or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's
Um,
what it is. Yeah.
so I mean, he's a high up at NECA.
He's
He
high
is
up,
not
but he's not
the
like he's
highest.
not the highest. Like, he doesn't do anything with marketing. He doesn't do anything like, whenever like people complain to him about like, oh, why this is a NECA exclusive, he has no control over that. Like,
Yeah.
he has no control over like, oh, what goes to the loot crate, what goes to holothon, what goes to this like, he he's the one, like, he's like, oh, we want to make more movie action figures. He's like, he's the one, like, he's responsible for there, but like he's not like responsible like this AutoT stuff. He has no responsibility for. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like the people that complain to the Marvel Legends guys at Hasbro,
yeah,
because they don't like price increases or windowless boxes down. It's like I get it, like nobody likes the windowless boxes. I don't like them, but I'm not going to go bug Dwight and Dan and
yeah,
Ryan about it because they're not in that part of
yeah.
Hasbro. They're not going
I,
to pass along my concerns. It's not their job to do that.
I am so in the
Um,
small minority about windowless boxes. I'm actually enjoying them. I've actually been
They're
loving.
okay. I don't hate them.
Yeah, I
Like
because
they're fine.
yeah, it's been like the reason why I like the Windows boxes is because I also like the carded figures, and like, so like whenever there's like a carded figure, I'm like, oh, I have no plans of opening this, but then like windowless box, I'm like, I open it immediately. I've actually
Mhm.
like they just made it easier on me on like on what to keep sealed or not.
Yeah, I mean, like for the most part, like they're boxes that are going to get thrown away,
Yeah,
and they know that. So,
right.
which is why they created, this, and also like they created the. I mean, it's all for a good cause. Like they want to
Yeah,
use less plastic,
right,
and it's
right,
like,
right, right.
okay, do I wish that included lower prices because it's less plastic? I mean, yeah, sure, that would have been nice,
That would have
but
been nice, yeah. I'll be honest,
you
that would have been
know,
nice. I still think, me personally, I think what Hasbro needs to do with the windowless boxes is that they need to put security tape on the windowless boxes. And I mean, I hate to say that because I mean, I hate to say like, oh, toys in the toy aisle and in a kids section should have security tape on it, but the fact is that you do have the dishonest people, and I think if we have the security tape, at least like the consumer will know, like, oh, hey, this got cut.
mm,
Let's not like, because if you have the security tape, it's very obvious when something gets cut. That
I think the whole figure swapping thing is a little bit blown out of proportion,
it
to be
is.
honest.
To be honest, it
Um,
is. I bought like at least 7 figures, uh, recently with the closed boxes, and I've never, and I've, and to
yeah,
this
like
day
I
I've
haven't had
never
any
bought a
problems with them.
console that got the console swapped.
Exactly. And it's like if you're so worried about it,
Yeah.
uh, then open the figure at the store.
Yeah, exactly. If you're so
Like
worried about it, open the figure at the store. Is it the figure? Okay, then go
return it.
the yeah, exactly. Or don't buy it. Like, or like,
Like, well, I mean, I
open it
wasn't gonna
after you buy
say
it. After you
yeah, I
buy
was
it.
gonna
Yeah.
say open it after you buy it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I mean also too, like there is something to say about, there 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 is something to say about if they're not going to show you exactly what you're buying,
Hmm.
like then you as a consumer are allowed to do that. But then at the same time, like you're it's a murky area. But
Yeah.
I
No.
mean, the
No.
safest thing to do is literally just buy it,
Yeah.
open it at the store, open it at customer service. Just let
Yeah.
them know,
Yeah.
hey, I'm buying this action figure. This has been happening. Do you mind if I open this in front of you?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just bought it, or
Yeah.
buy it with them because you could check out at customer
You
service.
can. You can if it's a concern for you and everything. Yes. Exactly. And like, I mean, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people are complaining, it's like, oh, but I can't see like which one has the good paint jobs or but like I'm like, but a majority of those people already buy the figures online. When you buy the figures online, you don't get to see what the paint job is anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's the thing, and that's the thing that does suck. Like, I order my Hasbro figures directly from Hasbro on
Yeah,
Hasbro Pulse,
right.
and uh, for the most part, all of the figures that have come in have been fine.
Yeah.
I finally got the Spider-Man, the Toei Spider-Man,
Oh man. Oh, that's awesome.
and
I'm still waiting on that one.
I just yeah, it came in a week ago,
Uh huh.
and I was playing with him, and I noticed that one of his hands doesn't have all the web lines on it on two of the fingers,
Oh no.
and it's very distracting because it's like it's a bright red costume with black lines, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden he has two fingers with no black lines. But I mean that's one of those things. It's like it's on his ring finger and his pinky.
Uh huh.
So in the box, even if was a windowed box, I wouldn't have seen that anyway
Right. Right.
because
Right.
because his hands are at his side.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like my Zap Megazord had a has a small white blotch on his head, and if
Hmm.
they displayed it as like how they packed it with just the Zords, there was no way I would have been able to see it because the head is hidden inside the Tyrannosaurus. Unless if because the only way I would have saw it if it on a window box is if they had to morph it into the Megazord.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back to the whole AutoT thing, so basically you get like, I mean, honestly to me they look like those gift cards that you get like when you want to activate it to the register,
Yeah.
and then
I
and
mean
just like
that's essentially how what it
yeah
is.
yeah yeah that's such how it is, and then like after you get it, there's there's a code on your receipt, and on that receipt, that's like where you get to claim it, and then that's like where you get your chance. Oh, it could be a signed figure from Kevin Eastman, or however. I find it weird, and they did this on the AutoT site as well. They call all of them Signature Edition when
Yeah.
Signature Edition is only the like. I don't know. I think that was kind. I think that's kind of like misadvertising, like because it makes it look like no matter what you're getting a Signature Edition.
Yeah, it's very misleading.
Yeah,
I don't like it either.
yeah,
It's like this morning when the pictures were popping up, like I was in some of the comments, like at the bottom it says fine print, like it's a chase variant to be actually signed.
right.
Um, and I mean, just this whole rollout has just been really bad.
Yeah,
And then like the big concern that I was hearing earlier was, oh, like what if they just hide these in the store and then like just pick them up? It's like, well, NECA stuff doesn't really ever go on clearance,
yeah.
so hiding it in the store is not really going to do anything.
No, 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 no,
Um,
no. One
and
hiding it
then
in the store is not going to
it,
do anything. Also, like, I mean, here's the deal. Like, the whole like hiding stuff in the store, that was like first, like, I mean that rarely happens. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because there was someone in our local group that actually worked at Walmart and tried to like bought a bunch of NECA like Ninja Turtle
oh,
2 packs, and
my
like
friend he does like regular hunting on
yeah
at his local targets.
yeah
Um, and like he specifically is hunting out things that he finds, and he posts them all on his TikTok. They're really I've gone hunting with him,
uh-huh
and he's shown me. So it happens more often than you think, at least out here in California.
uh-huh
Um, but but like with these specifically, because they have to be activated at a register,
yeah.
like they're like hiding them doesn't do you any
No,
good.
no, it really doesn't. Like, also like it's the fact is like it is like an extra step to actually get the actual figure. Like,
Yeah,
so like that's, to be honest, this does chase away the it does, like, it's a step to chase away the actual scalpers, because they need something in hand, and like if they can't get this in hand right
yeah,
away, because that's the whole point of scalping, is like, oh, you're the first person to get it, and like you got a whole like if you get a whole bunch of them, and then you're just kind of like waiting, it's like, okay, when's NECA gonna ship these to me? Because no one, I'm not like, people still buy like pre-orders of stuff, but like it's they not many people wait for like, oh no, I need to see it in hand first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
It's yeah, it's just really it's not fun, and it's really gross that they're trying to pitch it like, "Oh, like this is great." And like nobody cares about creating the like about holding the EFT, about holding their figure in a vault. Like
right.
nobody
No,
cares
I've
about
not
that.
met
Nobody
one.
wants that.
I've not met one person who actually like said, "Oh yeah, I put it in the vault." Like I don't know.
And so like one of the other confusing things about it is like when does my figure actually ship? Um
I should be getting
because
mine tomorrow, to be honest.
well that's the thing is like not all of them are doing that.
Right.
So the
Yeah, because
original
I've been seeing a lot of people saying like their FedEx tracking numbers, it comes up invalid. I mean,
yeah.
mine are valid. Like so, um, and like I have like it gives me a date that is coming and everything. Uh, and last time I checked, it said October 19th, and so I mean, and I got the alert from FedEx itself, so it's not like
Yeah.
uh, it's not like I'm waiting on like AutoT to like confirm and everything. But I understand from other people because I would be frustrated if I got FedEx like shipping number and then it came with nothing.
And it's like I mean, I don't know. Like my Walmart account still says that it's supposed to be here tomorrow.
Uh huh.
But then it specifically says like this is a like this VAT tracking number is invalid.
Uh huh.
Um let's see. The tracking number is invalid because the items ordered are digital. Refer to the order information email and use your unique NECA pin to retrieve your e-delivery item.
Right, and I will say this: the AutoT website does not have any tracking information on
No,
it
it doesn't.
whatsoever, and like
It's
it
it's
it like
all it's all bad.
yeah, yeah, it's all bad. And like the fact is like I mean the whole point of like the whole AutoT thing is like, oh, show off your collection. I can't show off my collection to anybody. What am I supposed to do? Take a snapshot or like take a screen grab of like here's my AutoT thing for you. Like I was like what like I thought there's supposed to be a community thing going on with it. Like I don't know. Like I like yeah, the whole like NFT thing is really lame. Like
Yeah. And it's like I've already claimed my figure. I claimed my figure on the 6th, shipping information, and it's supposed to be within 15 days
right.
of you doing that. So I'm still technically within that time frame,
Yeah.
but we're getting close here.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Um,
Like,
yeah, because like,
and so like
I know
the
with
big worry.
My Renette's supposed to come in like November for some reason, but like Shredder and
Well, that's the thing is like my Renette says tomorrow.
yeah, because my Shredder and Foot Soldier says tomorrow, but for some reason Renette says like November 2nd or something like that, and
Yeah.
which I ordered Renette before I ordered Shredder and Foot Soldier, which I thought it was like weird that like she's coming later, but I don't know. Like there's still like confusing things to go with this. And I, mean, I don't know. For me, I still find it confusing because for some reason I was expecting an empty box. I mean, to be honest, like a laminated sheet makes more sense than uh, than what I was thinking it was going to be. But also, like in the IGN report, they said that the physical items are also coming to Walmart, and I'm wondering if that's still happening. Like, because I know it's supposed to be like these these that come with the codes, and then like and but apparently like the wording on the IGN uh like report that did it said that like there will also be physical ones, but they also said there was going to be physical ones on the Walmart site. But as we see, there's no physical ones in the Walmart site. All of it
Yeah.
is AutoT on the Walmart site.
So yeah. Anyway, this is all gross. Hate it all.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as long as I get my figures, I mean, honestly, if everything happens like smoothly and I can get if if they do this with Secret of the Ooze Shredder and like I can actually get Secret of the Ooze Shredder and like I don't care if it comes NFT. I just want it. Like it is. I'm still frustrated that that figure has not showed up in any of my Walmarts. Like I know there was some in like 40 minutes away from me because I've seen other people in my local area that were able to find it, but I still have not found
Oh,
a single
I
one.
haven't found any at all. The
Yeah.
last figures I found were Shredder and Splinter
Uh huh.
from those figures 2 years
Yeah.
ago,
Yeah. Those two. Yeah. I know which ones you're talking about.
uh, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like my Walmart sucks.
Yeah. My Walmart just clearanced out all the Aprils and casing Aprils. Like they're because they were sitting there for too long. Like and I was like, and I was thinking, I was like, okay, since they clearance these, they're gonna have, but also their NECA section is a complete mess. So like it's not organized at all.
Well, like mine doesn't even have a NECA section.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
It's just it's just there with the pops.
Oh okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, like in ours, like so we had an aisle. Now it's in the back wall next to magazines, but like one half is pops and then the other half is like NECA stuff, and they also throw
Yeah.
the loyal subjects on there too because like uh, the loyal subjects like are just peg warmers.
I don't even have loyal subjects.
Oh, you
So
don't? Oh, wow.
no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got a little subject. Surprisingly, the comic book Raph and Leo sold pretty well. I was kind of shocked about that. They just like that. They didn't last too long in my Walmart. But yeah,
Well, lucky you.
I know. What can I say? But
All
that's
right.
pretty much all that we have for this week. Next week, there might be a podcast, there might not be, because our my second son is due next Tuesday. So, uh, if we're gonna hear next week, that'll be like, I don't know, parts of me I might be like a little anxious, but we'll find out. You will find out
Just
with
you know
me.
what? Just take the day off.
I will probably do that. Like I just remember, so from our first son, like he was due the day after Labor Day,
Hmm.
and so on Labor Day, oh, we actually went to Walmart in Burlington Coat Factory, and we just like walked a lot until our son was like, then like Anna was like, okay, I'm ready to give birth now. We're like, we that's all we did because we're like, I really just didn't want to go back to work on a Tuesday because since I had that Monday off, I was like, we're gonna get the son born today. Also, I
That's the only
want
reason why you had your son born was to get out of work. I gotcha. I
yeah,
gotcha.
of course, yeah. Also, I wanted her to be on Labor Day. I mean, how ironic would have been that? And I mean, she was in labor on Labor Day, but
So, uh, let's see. In the chat, Red Hood the Turtle says we should get some clarity on what's going on with this whole process. All mine said it was going to be on the 13th. So your figures are definitely late, dude.
oh
Uh,
wow, on the 13th.
so you better check and see if you got your code so you can go to the website and claim them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely make sure you have your codes. Oh wow, like I don't like. I'm trying to remember if even if any of my figures said they were going to be that early. Yeah, definitely check your codes if you have to. I will say this: the AutoT customer service responds really fast. I actually contacted them on the first day, and they got back to me like extremely fast. Not like Hasbro
Hmm.
Selfie Series customer service who I contacted them like an hour after they went live, and they finally got back to me today. And I basically gave them a whole list of things that they need to fix on their website. I don't know if they'll listen to me, but uh,
Well, I haven't done them. I haven't done mine yet, so
uh
I'm kind of hoping I might do it soon. So
yeah. Uh, well, Mine should be my selfie one should be coming sometime. Uh, I think I got a shipment notice of it. But I'll let you know, and I'll let you be the judge if it looks like me or not.
All right.
All right. So the full audio podcast will be out this Thursday. I will be talking to Christian from TMNT The Talk, so be sure to listen to that. And I know how many of you guys love the European episodes, so that's why we're going to look back at a European episode all over again. But this time we actually have someone from that country. So thank you, Red Hood Turtle, for contributing and letting us know. And you know what? If we are here next week, I want to know if you got any. Hopefully, you can let us know some updates. If not, when we return, which we might be back 2 or 3 weeks later, with the podcast, if depending on when child is born.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows exactly? But all right, till next time, guys. See ya.
See ya.